Reunion. Okay, I am kidding, but I am going to talk about reunions. I'll start with saying that reunions with our twin flame are different from union. Unions are meant to highlight certain things, even more so than getting a sign or synchronicities. And additionally, union is not an endpoint of your spiritual journey because there is no endpoint. It's simply a part of the design of the path for a twin flame on their spiritual journey. I believe reunions can happen at any point throughout our spiritual journey up to union involving our twin flame. I don't think reunions are random, though. I think they happen with divine timing to help us in our growth as they are divinely planned. And even when we make them happen, I think they can still be helpful, even though that may alter our journey. But no matter what, it's still all a part of our spiritual journey. And reunions may not always be helpful to us because it will depend on how open we are with our perception of the changes that we need to make within ourselves. Because I do believe that reunions are showing us something, especially early in our journey. It's usually before we've really begun healing. So they occur to show us where we need healing with wounds and traumas and even daily living. But they can also be about helping us to look closely at the love involving our twin, our lives, and those we interact with, but especially ourselves. Even before we get to a place of experiencing union, I think reunions occur. But they're noticeably different from reunions earlier in the journey. We can see how healing has taken place, and we can see the unconditional love showing up in different ways. A lot of things that we see with reunions are triggers, ghosting, growth, even confirmation for us in what our twin is feeling, thinking, or experiencing. We see where we've surrendered and where we may need to surrender even further. And if we haven't surrendered to trying to control our interactions and our desired outcome with our twin, that will probably show up too. So in hearing other people talk about get-togethers with their counterparts, we can see how reunions greatly vary. But as they are one of the bigger points on our soul map, as I like to call it, I just wanted to point out that I believe reunions happen for a reason and are meant to guide us to greater awareness, more growth, and deeper healing if needed. They can show us how much, or if even at all, we're acting through our divine energy. So when you and your twin come together, it's good to take time for yourself afterwards to look at anything that really stood out and see if it's showing you any healing or growth that's needed for your journey or that's already happened in your journey. Also, I think that can be a test for us sometimes, as we're often tested on this journey, and that happens for no one but ourselves. So we can know where our heart really lies. And by that, I mean, are you standing up for yourself? Are you honoring your boundaries? You can't expect them to do that if you don't do that. And I don't even mean in a relationship kind of way, but speaking energetically, your fears, your imbalances, your self love, it's your shared consciousness, and it's all going to stand out in reunion, or what really needs to stand out for you to see will stand out in reunion. I think other things we may get through signs and synchronicities or through our intuition as we go. Like for me, both times I met with my twin, I experienced slowed time and I had to think about what was happening during that moment. What was I being shown specifically? I think the really big things come through reunions. And like I said, it could be fears or it could be love. And that's one indication too that could be showing that you're balancing because maybe you haven't had reunion in a while, but now you're experiencing reunions more and you're noticing all of the healing and the growth that has taken place in the both of you. And you can see where love is playing its part in that. And that's a good indication that you're growing towards union. But yeah, so I think reunions are meant to show us something. That's why they happen. Thank you for watching.